Welcome everybody. Just a brief introduction for those who were there, for those who weren't, I suppose, as well. We had a meeting at the Marlow Rowing Club in February, where the Marlow Climate Action Network first kicked off. That was set up with a view to forming a network so that we can improve communications, cooperation, and such like between all the good work that's going on in Marlow. I think we sort of felt that everybody was struggling with the same issues, and we may as well work together on some of them and get a bit more out of it. So the conclusion of that meeting was that we would set up a coordinating group, so that has 7 people on it. The initial task with that group was to go away, come up with a name, set up a platform and a way of increasing understanding of what the other groups are doing, and also to investigate some visioning for the future of what Marlow could look like. More of that later. I'll come back to that after the talks. So what's happened since then? Well, we've gone away and we've come up with a name. We've come up with Marlow Climate Action Network, so Marlow can, and sincerely hope it can. We're aiming to put sustainability at the heart of the Marlow town, and the aim is to work with the town to promote sustainability, become carbon neutral, by engaging with the community as far as possible, groups working together, work with businesses and work with the Marlow Town Council to make Marlow a much better place for the future. Not that it's not nice already, but as we know, the whole world has a few challenges which we need to work together to overcome. So we have we set up a wiki platform which is available for Marlow Can members to look at as to where you can share projects and information about what groups do. That will probably move over to a different platform on a sort of web-based, public-facing website later in the summer. The first event that we ran was to run showing of the 2040 film. Well, people could see the 2040 film, and we had a review of the film afterwards. It's a very inspiring film, a lot of good things in there. A bit of a test run as to how to use all this technology that we're all getting so used to using now. So we're now into the next phase of this, is to have these sessions of getting the groups to introduce themselves so we all know what everybody else is doing. So it's a series of 3 sessions called the Marlow Can Opener, pun intended of course, where each group is going to give us 5 or 10 minutes just basically on what they do and how they're set up, rather than focusing on the underlying environmental issues of what they're trying to achieve. So we're talking about just how we work in Marlow. So tonight, well, so last week we had a few talks. We had the Marlow FM Eco Show, Transition Town, Wombles, Repair Cafe, Marlow Energy Group, Rowers Against Rubbish, and Extinction Rebellion. And this week we've got 8 talks. So I won't go through each one of those individually at the moment, but you'll see them as they come along. I think some great ones this evening. So each talk's going to be about 5 or 10 minutes, and I'd ask the speakers to try and respect the time. If everybody could please turn off your audio and also probably your video as well, just to avoid the distractions for the speakers. Please put any questions you've got in the chat. We'll have a session at the end of all the presentations where we'll try and answer questions, or the presenters can answer questions. And so that's the introduction. So is Verity here? Hello, Verity.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, so Verity is going to give us a presentation on wild Marlow. So